China has once again proved its unwavering support to its all-weather ally Pakistan by blocking the proposal to get Jaish-e-Mohammad chief Masood Azhar designated as a global terrorist under United Nations Security Council 1267 Sanctions Committee. The veto-wielding permanent member of UN Security Council, China drew flack from the global community post its decision to safeguard the most wanted terrorist from UN sanctions, a report.
Upholding its legacy of safeguarding terrorist patronage in Pakistan, China has again placed a technical hold on listing of Jaish-e-Mohammad chief Masood Azhar at United Nations Security Council 1267 Committee. Washing its hands off the matter, a representative from Chinese Foreign Ministry asserted the Beijing stance on the issue of backlisting Masood Azhar and appealed to the UNSC committee to engage relevant countries in a dialogue or negotiations.
就中方而言，我们真诚地希望1267委员会的有关行动能够有助于有关国家通过对话协商解决问题，避免对地区的和平稳定增添复杂因素。
China's prevention against Jaish-e-Mohammad, a Pak-based terrorist outfit that claimed responsibility for deadly Pulwama attack in Kashmir, has brought disappointment for the global community. Riled over China blocking a move to designate Masood Azhar as a global terrorist, US warned that they may be forced to pursue other actions if Beijing continues with its policy. A US diplomat condemning China said if China is serious about these goals, it should not protect terrorists from Pakistan or any other country from being held accountable to the Council. If China continues to block this designation, responsible member states may be forced to pursue other actions at the Security Council. It should not have to come to that. This was fourth in a row when Beijing, with no rationale, prevented the Sanctions Committee from sanctioning Azhar under terrorist list that could have put the terrorists to arms embargo, travel ban and asset freeze.
China's use of its technical hold as far as the Masood Azhar case is concerned is disappointing, but it should not come as a surprise, because in the run-up to this particular decision, I think whatever signals emanated from Beijing, if one had read the subtext, I would say that it was fairly clear that Beijing was not going to quote-unquote abandon its support to Pakistan, which it calls an iron brother, and give it this uncritical support when it comes to terrorism. And clearly China is also quite oblivious to prevailing global opinion on the subject. And I think this really poses a very major challenge to not only India but the global community in terms of how to deal with the larger challenge of terrorism emanating from terror groups and their ideology, as we have seen in the case of Pakistan.
Beijing's response to terrorism has always been driven by its narrow approach and geostrategic investment it has done in Pakistan for years. Exposing its double standards on terrorism, China recognizes Masood Azhar's influence on radicalized elements to safeguard its own strategic and economic interests in the region. China's U-turn on Masood Azhar and backing Pakistan in shielding the most wanted terrorist has rekindled the international community to move other ways in their fight against Pak-based terrorism.